Welcome to Go Mustang Sports. I'm Dave McHugh, joined by Jackie Boswell, head coach for the women's basketball team, who are 9-8 overall, 7-3 in the conference. And coach, that's the important number. You guys are in a battle for the top of the conference, a game out of first place. You got to be pretty thrilled with how the team is performing right now.
Very excited with where we are. We worked really hard this season, and coming off that 0-3 start out of conference, this is exactly where we expect it to be.
Well, and you've had some thrilling games. You had a nice win against Lebanon Valley here during the break for students, but you took advantage of it nonetheless. You had a big win on the road against Albright. That all kind of culminated in a really nice win against Messiah on a buzzer beater. You picked up some significant wins, not just against the bottom of the conference, but against the top.
Yeah, it's been exciting because every game could go either way, and we're really happy to be able to gain some experience in winning those games. The Widener game was also really close, but didn't come out on top on that one. But we're learning with every game, and that's the important thing.
We talk, after the Messiah game, we'll get to in a minute, you do have the letdown, and I don't mean that in a bad way, just it's a tough couple of games against Lycoming and then against Elizabethtown, but then you rally back and you get the win against Arcadia. So you guys at least have proven you can stop the bleeding, as it were, and get back on track.
Well, and I think that's the still learning part is, we had that big win over Messiah, very excited, very happy about that, then kind of fall off track with the two games on the road. That's where we still have to grow. But very proud of us and how we got back on track this past Saturday.
Let's back up just a little bit before we talk about the thrills. The beginning of the season, as you mentioned, 0-3. Non-conference action, though, was not easy. You guys certainly went and tested yourselves. How much are you now maybe reaping those benefits?
Well, I think that was the goal from the beginning when we set those games up. And, just trying to convince the kids in the beginning, you always wonder if this was the right thing to do because 0-3 could have taken them somewhere else mentally. Real happy with our toughness and being able to buy in that we played those games to be ready for conference play.
So you sit here looking at some of the thrills. I mean, Lebanon Valley at home was a big win, but the Messiah game, buzzer beater by Stephanie Martinez. They officially put 0.3 seconds on the clock after the shot, but that's the kind of win that can really be the catalyst for you guys and be that signature event for the season. Yeah,
I mean, it could have gone either way, and it's something that we practiced, something that we worked on, and when we came out of that timeout, we said, look, no matter what happens, this was a great game and it was a good battle.
And of course, that was a play that's probably been dissected by a few coaches by now, so I'm not going to probably have you give away anything that they don't already know. But tell us a little bit about the play that resulted in that 40-foot heave.
Well, we do work on those kind of plays at practice. We put some time on the clock, not 5 seconds, to go the length of the court. I think 7.2 was the smallest time we've ever done it in practice. But real happy with that. We got into the position that we were able to get into. Stephanie asked for the ball before it was even inbounded. So I think that says something about where we are mentally as well right now. I'm real proud of her for that.
I've seen it done in 2.1, so you can work on it. I have faith. You don't need all 5 seconds. Now you look ahead. I mean, you've got these significant wins. You've gotten a couple tough losses. You've got Hood coming in. Hood's one of those teams that at the bottom of the conference, but they beat Lebanon Valley at Lebanon Valley, top of the conference. You've got them coming in on Wednesday. You're probably going to get your best battle from them as well.
Well, this is the second round of this conference now. We told our team the other day it's 0-0. Anyone can beat anybody, and we can't let someone step up. We have to take care of business, and our destiny's in our own hands at the end of the day because this conference is really tough and anyone can beat anybody.
How tough is it for a team? You guys had a bunch of tight games. They were battle tested. Then you got a game in Arcadia that was pretty much over early in the second half. How do you get them focused again, starting, going into this Hood game and focused on the fact that you're going to have tests again and they're not going to all be like Arcadia?
I mean, that's a good question, and that's where the mental toughness has to come in. That's where everything that we've been trying to teach them all season has to come in because we have to come in ready to play every day at practice. We need to be prepared for anything that's going to happen, and we can only control what's going on with us. So if another team is going to hang around with us, then we have to control that part of it. If we can put them away early, then that's in our control as well.
Well, another dynamic, I think the conference knew you had talent. I don't know if they perceived you being up near the top of the conference and battling. So you've almost gone from perceived as a spoiler team, the one that could beat a top team and just kind of play havoc in the conference, to a real player. So now you've maybe got a different approach, not only from the teams facing you, but what you guys have to face yourselves. How much do you have to change the mentality there?
I don't think a whole lot because I think in our locker room we felt like that we could be in the top and we can't control how other people felt about us. Everybody's been giving us the utmost respect, and and we appreciate that, and we've gone out there to earn that, I think, as well. But in our locker room, we felt like that we could be at the top if we played the way and if we executed and did all the things that we've talked about.
I know you're not looking that far ahead. You're probably not even looking past Hood on
No.
Wednesday. But what's it mean if this team is in a position to make a conference tournament?
Well, I mean, that's the goal, and that's what we've been playing for, and that's what we talk about, how much work they put in the off season. This is where it all gets paid off, and so we're trying not to look that far ahead right now because we still got 7 long games to go, and we got to take care of business one day at a time.
Yeah, we certainly are right around the 1/4 to 1/3 mark left in the season. So, well, congratulations on what's been a great season.
Thank
Quickly,
you.
before you let you go, we got to talk about the players. Kayla certainly gets a lot of the attention, but Ty Bender has stepped up. Stephanie Martinez, who hit the 40-footer, starting to hit some key shots now from outside. You're getting a lot of other players who are starting to kind of play off of Kayla, and that might be making you guys more dangerous.
I think so. I mean, we're getting some great defensive efforts. I mean, Kiara Harmon and Caitlin Roy, Kaylee Guzek coming off the bench. Brittany Page is now coming off the bench for us and hitting some threes as well. So I think it makes us tough to guard. I think it makes Kayla's job a little bit easier. She really set the tone for us early on offensively, and now people game plan for her, and other people are starting to step up as well. So it's definitely a team effort, and that's how much they work every day.
Well, congratulations. Certainly the team is playing well. Looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season goes on. They've got about 1/3 of the season left. Of course, that means home game against Hood on Wednesday and on the road against Alvernia before we catch back up with the team. Of course, if you are a Mustang fan, come out to Owings Mills Gymnasium as they take on Hood. That game time is at 6 o'clock here at home. For Coach Jackie Boswell, I'm Dave McHugh for Go Mustang Sports.